Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. I have another Power Rangers movie review for you today. This is the Mastodon Battle Zord with Black Ranger. Again, you can see it's in the open style packaging. It comes with a little, it says launching catapult, but kind of looks like a net or a spider web back there. And then of course it comes with a little Black Ranger. And then he does become the right leg of the Megazord. Taking a look at the back of the packaging. You can see that the Black Ranger can ride in the cockpit, and the catapult does launch the net. And then, of course, the usual picture that we're used to of the other Zords and the Megazord that they form together. So pretty standard for the packaging. Go ahead, we'll pop this guy out, and we'll take a closer look. Alright, so here is the Mastodon Zord. Again, comes with a tiny little Ranger figure. The kind of black of the visor is a little drowned out because it's the Black Ranger. He has the metallic blue diamond on the chest and then the gray for the face mask. Nicely painted and detailed figure. A lot of nice detailing there on the back. Same articulation as all the others. Arm can go around. Legs can go up and down. So pretty fun little intricate figure there. It also comes with this kind of spiderweb net. It's definitely a softer plastic. You can kind of pop it in and out if you want. I'm not sure why it's a spiderweb. I don't know if that's just coincidental and it's supposed to just be a net, but it really does kind of look like a spiderweb. Also, I was thinking he does technically have 8 legs like a spider, so I'm wondering if that's something in the alien's DNA, or maybe when they scanned, maybe it's like a Beast Wars situation and they scanned for animals and they got like a Fusor going on, so he's half Mastodon, half spider. I'm not sure. Only speculation until the movie comes out, and then hopefully it'll be addressed, or you know, something will come out about it, but we'll have to wait and see. But overall, I think it's a pretty neat design. He does have the cluster of 3 legs here in the front, and then again 1 leg in the back, just like the Triceratops. He has the 2 tusks here in the front, and then the kind of trunk of the Mastodon is kind of straightforward because it's a laser cannon, which is what I assume they're going for anyway. Pretty neat. I love the metallic here on the visor on the front. And of course, this can pop open and your little Black Ranger can fit inside. You just pop them right in there and close it up. How the catapult gimmick works, you just sit the net right on top of here, and then this piece right here, you just fling it with your finger. It does actually fire for a very simple mechanism. It does kind of wing the net pretty well. And of course, it all depends on how much force you put into it. If you do it a little bit lighter, if you really wing the thing, it'll really launch it. So it's a pretty simple device, but it really does work pretty well, I have to say. So I like the design of this thing. It's kind of funny. When I first saw pictures, I didn't like them, but now that I have an actual physical representation in front of me, I like it a lot more, which is pretty neat, I have to say. I like this a lot. So if you will go ahead now and we'll check out the transformation into the leg. So again, this is going to make a really tall leg that I'm going to have a hard time keeping in shot. You're just going to have to put this off to the side. Can't really do anything with that in the leg mode. You're going to start by just removing the entire canopy or catapult section up here. You can see that there are 2 peg holes and a peg which went into this and this. So you take this and just put it off to the side for the time being. You can take off the Mastodon head, put that off to the side. Take off the sets of 3 legs which are on 2 pegs like that. Take that off on both sides. Come underneath. Take what will become the knee guard off. So you pretty much disassemble almost the entire thing. You're going to rotate this out just like we did with the Triceratops, and then rotate these legs down, and then you can plug in the head of the Mastodon onto this peg into the center peg hole, very simply, just like that. And that'll be kind of the bulk of your leg. You're going to do the same thing we did with the Triceratops, where we plug these into the top of the thigh here. So just go ahead and repeat that on both sides. You can actually come to the back and attach the catapult with these 2 pegs here. So that'll just kind of rest on the back there. It's a little floppy, but there's not really anything you can do about it. Would have been nice if there was a little peg down here that you could have pegged that into, but it shouldn't be a big problem. And then you will attach this up top, just like we did with the Triceratops. And there is your giant Mastodon leg. Very similar transformation to the Triceratops, and it'll connect in exactly the same way to the saber-toothed Zord. The other thing I've been meaning to mention, I think it's funny that the individual Zords directions that they come with only show how to store the Ranger and how the little action feature works. The only directions that actually have combination directions are the T-Rex. So please don't lose the directions from the T-Rex. I mean, you could probably figure it out yourself or just by watching this video, but the only directions that come with combinations instructions are the T-Rex, which I thought was a little odd, but that's how it is. So here's the giant Mastodon leg that we're left with, and we'll go ahead and get it connected to the Megazord. So this guy is too ridiculously large to fit in the review station, so I'm not even really trying. But it's awesome. It's absolutely fantastic. I can't believe how massive this thing is. It is an absolutely humongous Megazord. And I absolutely love it. I think the Mastodon and the Triceratops both work incredibly well as legs. I mean, for a size comparison, here's Storm Shot again from Transformers Rid. I mean, this thing is just absolutely massive. And I really, really love it. I actually like this Zord a lot more than I first expected to. The three legs in the front here kind of threw me off, and I still think it's a bit strange, but now that I have an actual physical representation of it, I like it a lot more. The spider web tossing gimmick still throws me off a little bit because, again, I'm not sure why he has a spider web. The gimmick itself works great. It really flings it pretty far, which I really enjoy, and it's very satisfying and fun to do. The little figures that come with the Zords I think are pretty excellent and very nicely detailed and articulated for their size, and I love that every Zord has a cockpit that the Ranger can actually fit into and stay in all the way through the Megazord transformation. So I have nothing to complain about this guy. I think that the Mastodon and the Triceratops were kind of more satisfying Zords to play with, and the transformations were more satisfying than the Sabertooth. But I can see now why all of these are $19.99, because they kind of needed a uniform price point. And I definitely think that the Mastodon and the Triceratops are more worthy of that price point than the Sabertooth is. But they all had to be the same price point, so I completely understand. I think this one's really fun. I highly recommend it, but obviously I recommend picking up all five because the Megazord combination is phenomenal. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like and share this video, and please subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you've enjoyed this look at the Deluxe Mastodon Battle Zord, or actually just the Mastodon Battle Zord, from the upcoming Power Rangers movie. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching.